Yeah, they call it the big beautiful bill, laid it down on the land. The mighty big law, signed with a steady hand, came from the Capitol halls where the big talk flies. Now let's break it down slow, see what's behind its eyes. First off, the taxes, that's a big part of the plan. Keeping those 17 cuts for every working man. Said they'd make them permanent for folks like you and me, and put a few more dollars in your pocket free. New breaks for your tips and that overtime pay for the ones out there hustling at the end of the day. Even some for our seniors who've earned their quiet rest, trying to ease their burdens, put their minds at ease, no test. Next up, the spending, that's where the lines get drawn. They looked at old programs from dusk till the break of dawn. Medicaid, they trimmed it, made some rules a bit more tight, talking about work requirements for those who got the might. And SNAP, that's food stamps, they tightened up those reins. Said it's about folks working through the sunshine and the rains. The intention they declared was to get folks on their feet, leaning on self-reliance, making life a little sweet. Then came the border, a story often told. They poured in the money, bold and mighty bold. For the wall they funded, for the agents hired more. Said it's about securing our American shore. More folks for enforcement, more beds for those they hold. The aim, they tell us, is a nation strong and old. Taxes on remittances for some who send back home to fund the whole operation so our nation can roam. Defense, they beat it, made our military strong. For ships and for missiles, right where they belong. A golden dome system to watch the skies above, protecting our homeland with a mighty loyal love. And energy, that's another big piece of the pie. Rolling back some green roofs, looking up to the sky. More oil, more gas from the ground beneath our feet, to keep the lights burning and the nation feeling neat. They said it's about dominance and prices staying low, keeping the engines churning and the money on the go. That's the big beautiful, in its own plain speech. A bill with big intentions, reaching for its peak. Tax cut, the spending shifts, and borders drawn anew. A changing of the landscape for me and for you. That's the factual story, no extra spin or flair, just the stated intentions hanging in the air. That's the big beautiful, in its own plain speech. A bill with big intentions, reaching for its peak. Tax cut and spending shifts, and borders drawn anew. A changing of the landscape for me and for you. That's the factual story, no extra spin or flair, just the stated intentions hanging in the air.
Then came the border, a story often told. They poured in the money, bold and mighty bold. For the wall they funded, for the agents hired more. Said it's about securing our American shore. More folks for enforcement, more beds for those they hold. The aim, they tell us, is a nation strong and old. Taxes on remittances for some who send back home, to fund the whole operation so our nation can roam.
They beat it, made our military strong.